it's Monday morning after the USGP in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm excited to bring you guys a very exclusive behind-the-scenes look at two of Behind the Barrier's biggest sponsors and coolest sponsors of mine. Easton Bell Sports. So Easton and Giro, you guys know that we wear the helmets, and I also wear Giro shoes. So, and gloves and socks and a lot of other stuff. Anyhow, but yeah, today we're gonna go through and we're gonna see how the helmets are tested and how they hold up to, you know, a smash into a wall. We're gonna see how the shoes were made, how they were designed, and how the wheels get trued. So it's gonna be a fun day. I'm excited to show you guys what goes down here at Easton and Giro. So let's go. Well, if that's not an introduction, I don't know what is. So every morning, you didn't tell me, every morning you come in, you
did this special for you.
Ah, oh, so beautiful.
Just special for him.
Special. So, and ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend Jim. Jim, welcome to Behind the Barriers. Jim is the man with the master plan. He takes care of everything here. You're in control of all the athletes, essentially.
When it comes to cross, yes.
Bam. It's Barry Wicks, Ryan Trebon,
Tim Johnson.
I hate him. See how I held off on saying his name?
And that was the last one we said. Yes.
No, but all the athletes, and Jim's a great guy. So, Jim's gonna take us through our tour today.
Yeah. So let's head upstairs.
Let's do it.
And your name is? Andrea.
So this is the quick tour through where we work. This is the Power Sports guys. This is our digital media.
So what do you got in there? Is that exclusive? What is this?
What?
This is exclusive? Come on. We try to
no.
dig out exclusive stuff. All right.
Yeah, for a time.
These are the new. Yeah, these are the new Jared Bauer shades for cyclocrossing. You can get no mud can touch you because 3/4 of your face is taken.
You just need some duct tape them onto your head, and you'll be good. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Aerodynamic.
Come along. All right, so we're here in the Easton Wheel Lab with Scott Junker, the wheel guru. We'll just call you the wheel guru.
That works.
Okay. All right. Well, feel free to tell Behind the Barriers why you're going to tell us all about the wheels.
This is the test lab. This is where we put everything through some serious torture to make sure it's good enough for riding. You know, cross is a little bit more abusive than a regular road test, so we actually test everything a lot harder than you'd normally need to. There aren't industry standards for a lot of these things, so we kind of made up our own and test everything and then just keep testing it until it fails. So we actually learn something from it. If you just go to the industry standard, stuff doesn't fail enough. It doesn't fail interestingly enough. So we go way beyond just to make sure that you can actually force a failure, figure out what happened, figure out how to make it better.
So this is actually the bar that we use on the team. Is this the Jim, the 70?
EA70.
Yeah.
So this is the EA70.
With I think the same stem. I think you're using the 90 stem too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have the white version.
Oh, yeah. So it cranks on this thing 2.2 million times. So this thing, it does it out of phase like that, like rocking the bike back and forth, really hammering on it 2.2 million times, and then it goes in phase 2.2 million times. And if nothing fails, we keep going just to make it happen. It's a pretty abusive test. You never see aluminum bars flex like that in the real world.
Okay. So pretty good for me jumping the barriers. Pretty good chance that we're not going to have any bars snapping.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
Issue. Yeah. This is a torque tester, so every wheel goes through this. And again, hey Jose, this one's, how many times does it go through torque? How many cycles? 120,000 times. So it's going to crank on this thing 120,000 times, where there's a whole bunch of weight. It's loaded up like you're standing on the bike, kind of almost like you're about to do a wheelie, just because you can't keep the front end on the ground. Just stomping on one pedal incessantly and just hammering at this thing. Like he was saying, 120,000 cycles. So each one of these little things is a cycle, and it's hard enough that it actually detensions the spokes a little bit. You can watch the hub shell twist a little bit.
Right.
It's loading up the cassette body to do that. So you can feel the spokes moving. It's just way beyond anything you'd find in the real world. So this is the impact tester. So it drops things from successive heights. So right now I got a mountain bike handlebar on here.
A mountain bike handlebar, okay.
So there's I think 12 kilograms of weight. There's 12 kilograms mounted on each end of the bar, bolted on. So you're dropping this thing with all this weight on it from that high. It comes down and just hits super hard.
It's like if you cased a jump off of
a building
yeah.
kind of thing? Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to drop the thing? It's kind of
Sick.
satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah. Introduce yourself to Behind the Bears, please.
Hi, Jennifer Reither, manager of the Wheel Service Center in Scotts Valley, California. This is kind of where it all happens, like R&D, development, proto wheels, and everything that kind of breaks and people crash out there comes here for servicing.
Very cool.
So we've got some tasks for you today if you're kind of game for it.
I'm ready. I am
Sweet.
definitely ready.
You may need to put your eyewear on to
All
be able
right.
to see these flashy. There you go, safety protective glasses. Thank you.
All right, I am ready.
So, pretty simple here. Hub, 18-hole hub. See the whop in the holes in it?
Yep.
Awesome. So, just gonna take these and lace them,
All right.
and then there's one for you. Two.
All right,
Right?
I'm gonna try it. I think that you're probably gonna be laughing at me in about 5 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Have you worked here a while?
I've been with the product for 12 years.
They say that 10 years makes you a master.
Oh,
They
really?
say after 10 years you are a master. So
Sweet.
you're not an expert. You're just.
No, I'm just the queen of wheels.
That's right.
Yeah. There we go.
Bam.
Flip it. So,
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Yes.
It's like
Watch your eyes. Okay.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Perfect. So now what we call this a spider. You ready to lace?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. So let's put that over towards you.
All right.
Then take the Easton and line it up so that the Easton is seen through the valve hole. We're going to use black alloy nipples on this one.
Whoa.
So we got a poker
All right.
and start at spoke number 1.
This isn't gonna go as fast as
That's okay.
you are, but I'm gonna try.
So I think there's yep, you got it.
Yep. Hang on, come on, buddy. Don't be shy.
Good. That's good. That's good. No, you're good. That's good.
God.
Perfect.
Oh, easy.
And go. Okay, 10 seconds per spoke. Let's see if you can break 10 seconds on the next one.
Nope. No, I already stumbled out of the start gate. All right, now someone that's actually good at this, come make me look bad.
Eric, you want to do that real quick? Make it look bad?
Lace it up.
Lace it up, finish it up for him. Pressure's on. All right.
All right, I'm not hired.
30 seconds.
All right, so by the
Done.
time that I had 3 done,
All right.
thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
You're all laced up.
Wow.
Then we'll put it in the chewing rack.
Wow.
Done.
Done.
All right.
Nice.
You ready? You think you're ready for the next step?
Yeah, answering the phones.
Yeah.
That looks like that's probably the only job that I'm gonna get in
Like
here.
I feel like
So this is a consumer. This is someone's wheel. This is someone from some town from some
Right. Who,
middle of Missouri.
I don't know what the problem was, maybe broken spoke or something, or crashed, but yeah, we're primarily repairs now and like prototype wheels, so.
Cool.
That's,
At night when you go to sleep, do you just hear dong dong dong, ding dong, ding ding
Yeah.
dong dong?
it just adds to the ringing that's already there.
That's
so.
right. That's all right. I'm gonna have blown out knees and roached back in about 5 years, so it comes with the territory.
I'll see you there.
This way or that way? This gotta
no,
go.
you have it the right way, just pull it farther down on your finger.
Okay. That one sounds different, right?
Right. See, the trick is you want to try 3 spokes at a time, and you know there's always going to be one odd man out. So
Oh,
if it's like high, low, high, you know.
So this one sounds lower. Am I right in that?
Yes.
So what would I do with that
So
one?
you'd want to bring that up a little
So we.
by tightening it a bit.
I'm gonna let you keep because I think that you're
Yeah,
nasty. But I will listen in for 1 sec. I'd like to hear the.
sure.
Oh God, man, this makes such a difference. This is incredible.
Those headphones make all the difference. You
Wow.
have to use those headphones.
Oh, hit the wrong one. Some dude in Missouri is gonna be pretty psyched.
Yeah, he's stoked.
That's your hub? So this is the ultra exclusive behind the scenes in the back room. No one knows about it. This is where it goes down. This is where the very secret testing goes down. What do we have here?
This is a bump fatigue test machine.
Bump
So it's got-
fatigue, bump BFF, bump fatigue testing.
fatigue's just one
the
word.
BFT room.
Sure.
BFT.
And we've got a wheel on there, and it goes just around and around on this drum. So about 300 pounds sitting on it just to load it up. And it's a front wheel just coasting along, and it's going to go over these little bumps. They're about a centimeter tall.
Okay.
There's 12 of them around the wheel, and each bump is one cycle. And this is another one that goes for 4.4 million little tiny bumps. So it takes like 3 days to do this test. Just kind of coasting along, see if anything happens.
Does it have? Can you guys program this to do the Jeremy Powers, where it just kind of freaks out on itself and it jumps over curbs,
losing it?
smashes into a pothole here and there, and then slams into a curb or this, that, the
No,
other thing?
that's way not predictable enough.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hang on. Oh, hey! Hey!
Yes, no?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah? So we are here at Giro now, the R&D, marketing, everything. The Dome is what it's called, I believe, which makes sense. Dome, the Dome. We're gonna go inside and learn about all their R&D in their shoes and into their helmets, and I think we're all gonna learn something, including me. Let's go. So my name is Eric Richter from Giro. I'm the marketing manager for Giro, and we're in the Dome, which is the R&D center for Giro. It's where we do all the design, development, engineering, and testing for helmets. So really cool place, and I'll show you a few special helmets as we go along. We're looking forward to learning about this. This is a helmet that was done for Lance. You may have seen it at the tour a couple years ago. Custom engineered to actually fit his body. We scanned Lance's torso in a three-dimensional scanner down in Southern California, so this is an exact duplicate of Lance in his position, and we custom built this TT helmet specifically for his anatomy. Yo, Lance, can I get an autograph? Come on, man. Lance, hey. Hey, what are you doing, man? That's how you treat your fans? You just ignore them like this? He's a quiet guy. Contador's helmet from a couple years ago at the tour. The Selector is our production TT helmet. A lot of this helmet's design and feature set came actually out of the prototypes we built for the tour. You may or may not recognize that. That goes back a little ways in time, but that's the helmet that Lamond wore in '89 when he crossed the line on the Champs-Élysées. One of the original Advantage time trial helmets. This helmet is still incredibly fast in the tunnel. If you look at it, it's comparable to a lot of modern helmets. There's really not that much that we can do to improve performance after 20 plus years of time in the tunnel. Wow, that's pretty sweet. I mean, the leather cover never hurt. Yeah, Menchov's Giro winning helmet.
one of the original switchblades that we did for Brett Tippy and Richie Schley with a custom light mount that the R&D guys built.
Sweet.
Yeah, some of the snow helmets, the Czar mountain bike helmet. This is a graphic that Paul Smith did for us, Paul Smith Menswear.
Yep.
They actually sold a few of those worldwide, sold out of them in a couple days. I think they did 250 of them.
That's pretty cool.
You may recognize that.
That's a pretty sweet helmet.
Yeah.
In my opinion, probably the nicest one here.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, just saying.
I'll introduce you to the guy who actually designed the graphic for the helmets. Tor Hushov's World Champs helmet that he wore this year at the tour.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're lucky. We work with a lot of incredible athletes.
I see that.
Thor,
There's some exclusivity on this wall.
That's
some
right.
street cred.
Some good company. This is what we call the Air Gullible. A lot of people make claims about the number of vents that their helmet has. That helmet's, I think, got 240 holes in it. There's a difference between a hole and a vent.
I like that.
So a little bit of fun that the R&D guys are having.
Oh! So get back in there.
Gene Simmons wouldn't be proud.
No.
So this is just the design department. I think it's the most fun place to work in the entire building. It's color and art all the time. Most people don't know that we draw about 95% of everything by hand. So in this day and age when it's cool to be crafty again, we've been cool all along.
Right, that's awesome.
So yeah, and we also do a lot of the other Giro products here that you don't necessarily see in the cycling world.
Sure.
Which gives us a little more bandwidth to bring that point of view back to the design. You can see a couple old ones here. Isn't that insane?
Old, it always comes back around.
Yeah.
That's, old becomes new again, and this is, why wouldn't we wear this?
Yeah, it's fun, right? Here's kind of the newer, more modern take on what we think is fun. And then we have, we're experimenting, doing some new colors, and not really new colors, obviously, with what goes around comes around, but
Sure.
bringing that point of view back to cycling. This is a bike helmet. This is where everything comes from. This is heated. It sags down in this weird oven, and then this aluminum head form comes up, and they suck this down around it with a vacuum, and that's what makes these shells.
Wow.
So the complexity of each shell is very different, as you can see, but they all start off
Just
this
like
way.
that.
So it's funny that this goes to being a three-dimensional thing that if you like the color and you buy it and then you crash your bike, it could help save your life just because you like the color of it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the job pretty fun.
And just as soon as we saw your shoes sitting here, we grabbed them right away and started, examining them and going through
Yeah,
it.
you can learn a lot just by looking at them.
Oh, absolutely. It's right out of the gates.
Yeah.
But because we've got you here, I mean, we just want to get your feedback on, the shoes you've been wearing for the season and everything else. And then I kind of had, out of that, we'll do some fit testing and things like that to make sure we get it exactly right for you.
For me, I was able to gain quite a bit of torque and power in the last couple of years by making my cleats go further back, because I have big calves, as I'm sure you guys have seen, and it's actually really inefficient muscle. So when I went and talked to a bunch of different people that did fits, they were like, well, if you're cramping in your calves, then we should move your cleats back, because not only is it an inefficient muscle, but the reason that you're using a lot of your calf if your cleats are further forward. Mm-hmm. So when I bring them back, I essentially start to use more of this part of my muscle, and I start to use my glute more, which is where I do have muscles that are more efficient and able to create more power. So that's why I move my cleats back, because it makes sense for me.
For mountain shoes. There's a P, nine mattresses down.
Yo.
Trust me, I've tried some feet that are gnarly.
The guard spiders are just freaking out of control.
All right, so we're here in the lab with Giro shoes, and I'm here with Simon Fisher. Simon, what is your title?
Senior Product Manager for Giro Footwear.
Very serious, very serious. So we were just sitting here for an hour and a half going through all the different things that we've been noticing about the shoes this year, as my team is running, most of the guys are running the Gauge and the Code mountain bike shoes. And I don't know if you guys saw, but they go well in the freezer as well.
They gotta go everywhere. And that's cool to hear, because when we set out to make a shoe, we tried to make the most comfortable shoe on the market, period. And that's really, you can add all the fanfare, but if your foot's on fire or if you're feeling uncomfortable, nothing else really matters. So
This is your brain on drugs.